Hello there, everyone. Welcome to another great session here at Delana's Yoga Suite. My name is Delana, and we're going to go over a great flow today. And we're going to focus on side plank or a variation of side plank. So, this class is called Sweet Yoga with a focus on side plank pose. So, just a little bit of a discretion. This is an open level class, so anyone is welcome to join. Definitely beginner friendly. So if you've never come to the mat before, this is a great way to get into it. If you have been to the mat, welcome back. Feel free to use any of the props or anything within your environment that can assist you with your practice. So, by meaning, if you have a yoga mat, feel free to bring it. If you have a bolster, block, straps, definitely feel free to bring that. Again, if you're new to the practice and you have that stuff sitting in your closet, you got it for a birthday, you got it for a Christmas present, this is a great way to unwrap it out of the plastic and join in with it. Definitely, if you don't have any of those yoga goodies, no problem. You don't have to go out and grab those. You can definitely use a blanket, a beach towel, just anything that can help cushion you and create a barrier between the floor. So traditionally, rugs were used. So if you have an old rug or if you just have a rug available, feel free to just do your practice on that. Feel free to also use any pillows, hardback books as block substitutes. You'll even hear me say feel free to use any cans of vegetables or fruits and things of that nature. So one of the great things about your yoga practice is that it adjusts to your needs and it adjusts to your environment. So again, you don't have to adjust to the practice. The practice will adjust to you. So definitely welcome anything into your practice that will assist you in creating a more comfortable version of that pose, whatever that pose does, or whatever pose that you do. Also, if you need to take a break, if you need to pull back, definitely feel free to. Feel free to drink some water or any type of fluids that'll help you stay lubricated throughout your practice. We want to definitely continue with the increase of our circulation. So there will be a pose that we go over called child's pose. Feel free to take that whenever you need to. So don't feel like you have to force yourself to go beyond the needs of the body. We'll definitely go over child's pose, but if you already know of it, go into it whenever you need to take that break or whenever you need to catch that breath of yours. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into our practice here. So first and foremost, we want to create a comfortable seated position wherever that is. So feel free to use any props that will assist you during your practice. Feel free to use a pillow. Feel free to use that cushion. Feel free to use that blanket or anything that feels comfortable for you during your session. As you can see, I'm crossing the legs. So for me, sitting with my legs crossed feels definitely a lot comfortable. And I'm also elevating my seat. So this definitely feels a lot more comfortable crossing at the legs. But if you have any knee issues, if crossing of the legs feels a bit uncomfortable for you, feel free to straighten the legs out in front of you. The legs can just straighten and the feet can just roll away from the body. You can also sit on top of the knees. Some people feel comfortable here. You can also sit on top of the knees with using the pillow as well. So feel free to use this to cushion underneath the knees in case you need that support. And again, feel free to use a pillow, feel free to use a blanket, anything that can assist you with your seated position. Another great position to sit in. Again, if you don't mind bending the knees, you can press the bottoms of the feet together. So by pressing the bottoms of the feet together, we're just going to allow the inside arches of the feet to just roll open as if they were a book. And you can also just feel the knees roll open naturally. The great thing about this, you can adjust this to the needs of your hips. So if you feel any tightness or uncomfortability within the knees here, you can feel free to roll the heels a little bit further away from the seat. But if you want to open yourself to a little bit of a hip opener here, definitely pull the heels toward the seat, wherever you're feeling comfortable. So wherever you are, feel free to also press your back up against the wall if you need that back support. So if you need more of a back support, feel free to press your back up against the wall. We're going to tilt our hips and pelvis forward, lengthening the spine, rolling the shoulders up, around, and back, pulling the head and neck toward the ceiling, draping our wrists across the knees or thighs. For inspiration, coming into our hand mudras. If your palms are pressed down, feel free to leave them there if you're interested in stillness and rooting. If you need some energy, feel free to press the palms up. If you need a little bit of both, feel free to press one palm up or down. For meditation, the thumb and pointer fingers touching at the tips, the three fingers extending, draped across the knees. Feel free to interlace the palms and interlace the fingers here except for the pointer fingers. And point both pointer fingers toward the floor while pressing the palms into the belly button, Kasepana Mudra. Removing anything that does not serve your purpose mentally, physically, or even emotionally. Wherever you are within your practice, remember this is your seated position, so adjust it to your needs. In yoga, we're only breathing in and out of the nostrils, so take a really deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out of the nose, and as we exhale, feel the eyelids roll fully closed or half open, half closed, so that not only do you gain a full sense of center, but you remain in the here and now. Breathe deeply in through the nostrils. Sliding your breath across the forehead. Feel the breath roll across the crown of the head. Down into the back of the head. The neck. The shoulders. The arms. The tips of the fingers. Breathe deeply into the chest. Breathe into the shoulder blade. Breathe into the left and right rib cage. Breathe into the stomach and lower back. Breathe into the left and right hip. Breathe into the thighs, the knees, the shins. Breathe into the tops of the feet and toes. Exhale to lift the breath from the tips of the toes. The balls of the feet, the inner arches and heels. Sliding the breath over the calves. Underneath the knees and thighs. Sliding the breath from the left and right hip, the stomach and lower back, the left and right rib cage, the chest and shoulder blades, the tips of the fingers, the arms, the shoulders, the neck, the chin, the lips, exiting through the nostril. Continue breathing on your own, creating space and energy, creating calm. Exhale to release any tension from the mind, the body, and even the breath. Taking in that deep breath in through the nostrils. Coming into our second pranayama practice, we're going to come into our Nadi Shodhana. So feel free to take your right hand. And with your right hand, we're going to lower the pointer finger and the middle finger to the center of the palm. Go ahead and take this right palm and face it toward your face. So you want the palm pressed toward the nose. And go ahead, if you can, go ahead and press those two fingers into your nose here. We're going to take the ring finger and press it down on the left nostril. If pressing down with the ring finger is a little bit of an issue, feel free to use your pinky finger, and that means you can roll all three fingers down if this is more comfortable for you. If you don't feel comfortable with adjusting your fingers, you can use both pointer fingers on either side of the hand. So wherever you are, pressing down on that left nostril, leaving that right nostril open. So this is going to direct that extra flow of oxygen to the brain first, and then it's going to energize and flow into the body. This is also great for clearing out the sinuses here. So this can also help with migraines. So if you really have issues with migraines, Nadi Shodhana, elongation practice of that can really help with that. So we're going to breathe in through the nostril of the right side. Press down on that right nostril. So we're closing both of those nostrils here. Release your left nostril, that ring finger, pinky finger, or that left pointer finger. Exhale throughout that left nostril. Inhale through the left nostril. Close both nostrils. Release your right nostril. Exhale. Breathe in through the right. Press down on both nostrils. Release the left. Exhale. Inhale through the left. Press down on both nostrils. Release the right nostril. Exhale. And I'll show you how to do this with the opposite hand. Inhale through the right. Close both nostrils. Release the left nostril. Exhale. One more round. Breathe in through the left. Close both nostrils. Release the right nostril. Exhale. Slowly breathe in through the right. Slowly release that left hand back down into the lap, into the thighs. And go ahead and return to your natural flow of breath. So we're going to come into the practice fully, opening up the legs, coming out of that seated position. Straightening both legs down into the mat and floor. Go ahead and flex the bottoms of the feet. Pull the toes toward the face. Take a deep breath in through the nostrils. Exhale, bending the left knee into the stomach and chest. Go ahead and roll that left knee out to the side of the body. So by rolling that left knee out to the side of the body. You can press that left foot anywhere above or below that right knee. Continue to flex that right leg. If you need additional cushioning, if you need some support, feel free to use that pillow, the bolster, or blanket to cushion underneath that knee and thigh. Feel free to also use a hardback book. If you have a block, feel free to use that to cushion underneath the knee and thigh as well. From here to deep in here, if you're interested in going a little bit further, go ahead and cross that left ankle over top of the right thigh or over top of the shin. So again, this is if you feel a little bit more comfortable with lifting that foot, if you feel a little bit open to putting that foot over top of the leg and it's not creating any pain or any issues, feel free to do that. You can also just roll that left foot right beside the leg. But wherever you are, we're going to take a deep breath in through the nostrils. Lift your seat. Lift the crown of the head toward the ceiling. Roll the shoulders up, around, and back. Lift the heart. Take a really deep breath in no matter where you are and walk yourself forward over top of the right leg here. Coming into that forward fold, feel free to press your fingertips on either side of the shin and calf. Feel free to wrap your hands around the shin and calf here. You can also reach for the toes or the bottoms of the feet here. If you have a string, a belt, if you have anything that you can use, anything such as this that kind of has that elastic elongation, feel free to use that to wrap around the bottom of that right foot. You can press the legs of the strap or belt or even string together and walk your fingertips a little bit closer to that right foot, or you can wind the hands around the legs of your strap, belt, or string and come into your forward fold. So we don't want to force this pose. If you have any ankle issues, definitely be mindful of that and be careful of that, and definitely come into just pressing that left foot to the inside of the leg as opposed to stacking it over top of the leg. So go ahead and come into your forward fold here, wherever that is. For those interested in taking this pose a little bit deeper, you can interlace your fingers around the bottoms of the feet and maybe even grasp around the wrist here. Go ahead, you can also lift the head, neck, and chest and bend the elbows. Feeling that openness within the hamstrings and calves here. Breathing here no matter where you are within your forward fold. Inhale. Exhale, releasing the breath. Breathing in through the nose. Exhale to release the breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale to release the breath. Slowly breathe in, walk the fingertips back. Walk the palms back. Tilting the hips and pelvis forward, lifting the heart. Roll the shoulders up, around, and back. Press the crown of the head toward the ceiling. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, walk your fingertips to the outside of that left thigh. So taking your right palm, press it to the outside of that left thigh here. Take your left fingertips and arms and roll them behind the back. Continue to lift from your heart. Relax the shoulders and twist toward that bent knee. Feel free to look over that left shoulder or straight ahead at the wall. If you have any neck issues, definitely look straight ahead at the wall. But lift from the heart, relax the shoulders. Exhale to twist. Twist from your belly button here. Take your shoulders and chest with you. Inhale to lift. Exhale to twist to your left. Inhale to lift. Exhale to twist. Breathing and untwisting the torso. Rotate the torso forward. We're going to exhale, roll that left knee slowly into the stomach and chest, and straighten that left leg down into the mat and floor. From here, we're going to switch sides. And you don't have to flip yourself over, that's just me. But we're going to go ahead and exhale, bend that right knee to the stomach and chest, rolling that right knee out to the side of the body. The same thing here. Adjust your seat here to whatever feels comfortable. So again, if you want to deepen this pose here, you can take this right foot and cross it over top of that left thigh, anywhere above or below the knee. You can also press that right foot anywhere above or below the knee. If you have any ankle issues or knee issues, definitely be careful. Kind of feel wherever you are. You can always use an extra blanket. You can use that block, a hardback book, anything to assist you with cushioning underneath that knee and thigh. Wherever you are within your seated upward salute here, we're going to flex that left foot. Feel free to grab a string, a strap, a belt if you need to. We're going to come into our forward fold. So take a deep breath in. Exhale, walk yourself forward. Allow gravity to naturally take over here. Do not force your pose here. So both of your hands can press on either side of that left foot. You can grasp or interlace the fingers over top of the shin and calf. Your fingers can reach around the toes, the bottoms of the feet. Again, your strap is your friend here, so feel free to use it. If you feel like going a little bit further, again, you can interlace your fingers or your wrist at the bottom of the foot, lifting the head, neck, and chest, and bending the elbows. So again, keeping in mind, we want to make sure that we press evenly into the seat here. So you don't want to shift your body weight too far on one side and not the other. We want to press evenly into the seat here. Breathing in through the nose. Exhale, rolling yourself forward. Breathing in through the nostrils. Exhale, rolling yourself forward. Breathing in through the nostrils. Exhale, rolling yourself forward. Breathing and walking the finger pads and palms back. Tilting the hips and pelvis forward, lengthening the spine. Rolling the shoulders up, around, and back. Stacking the head on top of the spine last. We're going to come into our spinal twist. So hold yourself here. Lift from the heart. Relax the shoulders. Take a really deep breath in through the nostril. Exhale, twist to your right. So go ahead and walk that left hand, this time to the outside of that right thigh. We're still pressing evenly into the seat. Taking your right hand, swing the right hand behind the back. Lift the head, neck, and chest. Relax your shoulders. Twist from your belly button. Feel free to look over that right shoulder or straight ahead if you have any neck issues. Breathing in to lift. Exhale to twist. Breathing in to lift. Exhale to twist. Breathing in to lift. Exhale to twist. Breathing and untwisting the torso. Rotating the torso forward. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, roll the right knee back into the stomach and chest. And go ahead and straighten the right leg. Feel free to shake out the feet and the legs here. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, flip yourself over, coming into hands and knees tabletop pose. Palms are going to press underneath the shoulders, knees hip-width distance apart, the tops of the feet resting into the mat and floor. So we're going to come into the pose that we've been looking for, our focus pose, that sweet pose, side plank. So again, I'm going to go over different variations and modifications, take on whichever one best fits you. So first modification for it, we're going to go ahead, continue to remain in hands and knees tabletop pose. So if you have any issues with putting additional weight on your wrist, this is the variation to take on. So first and foremost, if you have any wrist issues, feel free to take a blanket, a pillow, and press that right palm into that blanket or pillow. Go ahead and slide that palm and blanket underneath your face. So first and foremost, taking that right palm, slide it underneath your face. Spread the fingers wide no matter where you are. This is going to be part of your stability and rooting. So we're going to straighten that left leg behind us. Curl the toes under and press within the balls of the feet. Feel free to use a pillow or blanket to assist you with remaining into that right knee. From here, go ahead and roll that left heel down. The toes are going to point to the left side of your room or the left wide side of the mat here. Press the outer edges of your feet into the mat and floor as you press your toes. Feel that left hip peel open. Continue to breathe in and peel open that left side of the body, meaning that left hip, the left shoulders. Your left arm can reach up toward the ceiling here. Feel free to use a block or hardback book to press underneath your right arm. You can press the top of that right foot into the mat and floor or curl the toes under and press into the balls of the feet. Tighten your core here to help stabilize your torso here. Reach your left hand up toward the ceiling, or if you have hypertension, high blood pressure, shoulder issues, press that left hand into the hip. To give yourself that extra juiciness here, you can extend that left arm above the head so that left arm rests over top of the ear. Continue to remain here if this is where you are within your pose. Another great way to come into your side plank pose. So again, sliding the right palm, same thing, underneath the face. You can curl the toes under, coming into a high push-up, high plank pose here. So tightening and activating the core here. Definitely putting in that core work. We're going to roll both of the feet to the left side of your mat. You can stack your feet here. You can, again, lift that left arm or press it into the hip, but again, the core is tightened and both feet are flats. You can stack the left foot in front of the right, or you can bend that left knee directly in front of the hip. Press into the mat and floor. Continue to lift that left side of the body to the mat and floor. If you still have any wrist issues here, so if you have, especially if you have carpal tunnel, if you have any wrist pain or issues, press your forearm and palm into the mat and floor. It's the same thing no matter what version of your side plank that you come into, you can press within the forearm. So this is core work here. I'm tightening my stomach, I'm lifting that hip, and if you fall over, the great thing is you can come right back into it. So come into that version of side plank. Keep in mind, we're going to be here for a while. So what that means, go ahead and feel free to play with your side plank here. If you want to try different versions of your side plank, go ahead and do so. If you're interested in coming to another variation, again, if you're sensitive wrist here, you can just take this left foot, point the left toes to the left side of your room. Press the foot in front of the hip. Push into that front foot, and it's going to peel open that torso. You're still going to tighten the core. Your left hand can reach up toward the ceiling or into the hip. Breathe deeply no matter where you are into the side plank. And again, feel free to play with this. We're going to hold here for just a little bit longer than usual. So we're going to hold here between 8 to 10 breaths. So if you're already in it, keep counting here, breathing here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more deep breath in. Exhale. Peel the whole left side of the body down. Come into a high push-up, high plank pose if you straighten both legs. If you straighten just one leg here, go ahead and peel the left shoulder down. Bend the right knee. Come back into hands and knees tabletop pose. From here, if you straighten that left leg, the right knee is bent. Peel the left shoulder down. Come back into hands and knees, tabletop pose. Feel free to sit back and shake out the wrists, the knees. Feel free to shake out the fingers. So here we're going to switch sides. And again, feel free to switch sides and directions with your mat. You don't have to. You can remain wherever you are. So again, coming into this side plank pose on the opposite side. Take your left hand, no matter where you are, slide your left hand underneath the face. Feel free to support that left hand using a blanket or pillow. From here, coming into your first variation. So again, if side plank, if this is already a part of your practice, hop right into it. Go ahead and start your breath work. Feel free to play with other variations as well while we're breathing. So we're not going to stop breathing here. First variation here, go ahead and straighten that right knee behind you. Feel free to use a blanket or pillow to support the left knee. Roll that right heel down and point those right toes toward the wide side of the right side of your mat or the right side of the room. You're going to feel that right hip peel open. Go ahead and open up that right shoulder. The shoulder, the hips are all going to stack over each other. You can curl the toes under on that left foot. Press within the balls of the feet. Or just press the tops of the feet on the left foot into the mat floor. Again, support that left knee if you need to with a blanket or bolster. You can peel open that right arm. Again, I'm tightening my core, or you can press that right hand to the hip if you have hypertension, high blood pressure, shoulder issues. Another way to come into your side plank from here. Again, that left hand slides underneath the face. Take that right foot. Bend the right foot and the right knee so that the right foot points toward the right side of the wide side of your mat. Right in front of that hip, away from the body. Push into that right foot. Peel open the right side of the body. Your arm can extend or press into the hip. Another version to come into. You can curl your toes under, straighten the knees, come into a high push-up, high plank pose. Tighten the stomach here, tighten the core. Roll on both sides of the feet, stack your feet. The whole body is lifting. You can press that right foot in front of the other to stagger the foot, or your right foot here can press into the mat and floor, pressing that whole right side of the body up toward the ceiling. Again, feel free to play whichever one best fits you. This is your pose. This is your practice. It does not look like the next person. So feel free to play with whichever one best fits you. Or if all of them fit you, feel free to play with your side plank here. Wherever you are, we're going to hold here. Continue to breathe. Push away, tighten the core. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Feel free to extend. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Tighten the core. Exhale. One more deep breath in. Exhale. Peel both that whole body into your high push-up, high plank pose. Feel free to bend both knees into the mat and floor. So if that right leg is straightened, peel the right shoulder down, bend the right knee. If both knees are bent, just roll the right knee down. If you're in this particular version where that right leg is bent, peel the right shoulder down, bend the left knee, come back into hands and knees tabletop pose. Slide both palms underneath the palms, underneath the shoulders. Feel free to sit back and shake out the wrists, the fingers, the shoulders. So from here, we're going to come into our Balasana Child's Pose. So go ahead and press the palms underneath the shoulders. Knees hip-width distance apart. Feel free to use a blanket or a pillow to support underneath the knees here. From here, feel free to press your knees and thighs together or separate your knees to the width of the mat, allowing the big toes to touch. Press the seat back, lowering the crown of the head. Arms can extend in front of you or arms can relax beside the body. So the whole point of your child's pose here, your feet doesn't have to touch the heels. We just want to shift the weight away from the front of the body as much as possible so that we can just relax the crown of the head as opposed to putting pressure on the head and neck here. So wherever your child's pose rests, feel free to go there. Especially if you want to give those shoulders a rest here. So if your face is kind of pressing to the mat to the point where your nose is smushed and you can't breathe, just turn your head to the side. Feel free to use a blanket or pillow to, again, support the knees. And because the head is lower than the hips here, you may find that you may feel a little bit of that fluid or blood rushing to the head because the head is lower than the hips, and your circulation may start to reverse quickly. So to kind of offset that, press the forehead into the mat and floor here. We're going to elevate that head a little bit. And no matter where you are in your child's pose, we're going to increase the breath by double. So as we take that deep breath in through the nose, we're going to slow it down. Exhale, slowly breathe out. So that's how we're going to offset that speed of fluid here. We're also going to slow the breath down, slow the body down, slow the mind down here. Breathing in, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Continue to hold that child's pose. Don't leave it. Don't move out of it. Take your time breathing in through the nostrils. Exhale. Breathing in through the nostrils. Exhale. No matter where you are in your child's pose, continue to hold it. Breathing deeply. Inhale. Exhale. Breathing in. Exhale. Breathing in through the nostrils. Exhale. Take that deep breath in. We're going to lift the torso. Come back into our hands and knees, tabletop pose. And again, feel free to leave that blanket or pillow underneath the knees here to support. Spread the fingers wide. Spreading of the fingers is part of the pose. It helps with our rooting. It helps with our stability. So hold here. Breathing in through the nostrils. Exhale, curling the toes under, press within the balls of the feet. Whenever you're ready, take that deep breath in through the nostrils, coming into our Adho Mukha Shavasana, downward facing dog. Lock your elbows, push yourself away from the mat. From here, go ahead and straighten the knees, lift your seat and hips, and exhale, push yourself to the back of the mat. Push your head in between the elbows without moving the hands or feet. If you feel tightness here within the hamstrings or even hamstrings here, feel free to go ahead and put a slight bend into the knees, or feel free to put a big bend into the knees, or you can lift and lower the heels here. No matter where you are within your downward facing dog, continue to lock your elbows. You want to push the weight up and you want to shift the weight back, not toward the joints here. This is also considered a resting pose. Perhaps not a favorite, but still an option. So if you're tired of resting on your knees, you can come here to your downward facing dog. Feel free to shake the head out, yes or no. And again, if you have any wrist issues here, you can always come into hands and knees, tabletop pose, and hold here. So again, you don't have to hold that downward facing dog if that's uncomfortable for you. If you're noticing you feel a little bit of pain or any issues within the wrist, come here, hands and knees. We want to protect the body here, no matter where we are. So we're just going to hold here for a few breaths. To deepen your downward facing dog, press your knees and thighs into the stomach. Press your seat further back. You're going to feel that head draw a little bit closer to the mat and floor. But no matter where you are, lift your seat and hips. Exhale, push back. Inhale. Exhale. Take one more deep breath in. Inhale. Exhale. So we're going to lift the left leg just a little bit off the mat and floor. Continue to push back toward the left leg here. Exhale to hopscotch, walk, run. However you can step that left foot in between your fingertips, in between your palms. If you have hardback books, if you have any blocks, if you have canned vegetables or fruit, Rest them on either side of that left foot to assist with your low lunge for just a moment. Continue, go ahead and lower that right knee down to the mat and floor. Make sure your left knee sits over top of the ankle here. We really want to protect the knee joint, so we don't want that body weight to shift into the knee here. So again, make sure your left knee sits over top of the knee, and make sure it doesn't go too far forward or too far back. Leave that left foot here. We're not going to adjust this left foot anymore for a minute. Take your right knee, slide your right knee back. If you need additional cushioning, put a pillow, put a blanket underneath that right knee. Inhale, lift your torso coming into your crescent moon. Lift your arms above the head. Your arms can rest on either side of the shoulder. We're relaxing the shoulders. We're leaning back and we're sinking into that hip here. So again, your arms can reach up toward the ceiling here. Palms can press together. Fingers can interlace. Both palms can press at the heart. Hands can rest at the hips as well. No matter where you are within this pose, lean back, breathing in through the nostrils. Inhale, sink into that crescent moon pose. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, roll both hands on either side of that left foot. Take a deep breath in through the nostrils. Exhale, step the left foot back. And go ahead and come back into your hands and knees tabletop pose. Or feel free to curl your toes under. Come back into your downward facing dog. We're going to come to the opposite side. Inhale, lift your right leg and foot off of the mat and floor. Exhale, hopscotch, walk, run, until we can get that right foot in between the fingertips, in between the palms. Feel free to use your blocks here. Feel free to use hardback books. Feel free to use whatever you can to assist you with this pose here. Make sure your right knee sits over top of the ankle, protecting that knee. Feel free to cushion that the left knee down to the mat and floor with a blanket or pillow if you need additional cushioning for that left knee. Don't move your right knee, slide the left knee back. Drop all of your weight into the hips here. Inhale, lean back. Lifting your torso, lift your head, neck, chest. Your arms can lift here. Your elbows can bend, palms can press at heart center, hands on the hips. Come into your crescent moon pose. Drop into your hips here. Breathing in through the nose, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lean back. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, walk both hands on either side of your right leg. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, we're going to go ahead and curl your left toes under. Straighten your left knee. Come into your warrior one here by taking that left foot. Walk the left foot up just enough to drop that left heel into the mat and floor. Before you drop that left heel, make sure you kick your left heel to the back of your mat. Then lower that heel into the mat and floor. If your foot ends up being a little bit diagonal, a little bit of 45 degrees, no problem. Inhale, lift the torso, rock back. Warrior one, Virabhadrasana one. Bend into your front knee, straighten the back leg. Lean back and lengthen up toward the ceiling, breathing in, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Take one deep breath in, straighten the left knee. Press both of your feet into the mat and floor. Now we're going to take both of our legs, both of our feet, and we're going to turn them to the opposite side of the mat. Take a deep breath in through the nostrils. Lift your arms either above the head, relax the shoulders back. Bend at the elbows. Press your palms at heart center or hands at the hips. Take a deep breath in, bend into your left knee. So that's all we're doing. Make sure both of your toes are pointing to, this time, the opposite side of the mat. You want to make sure that your right heel kicks to the back of the mat and then press the heel into the mat and floor. Press the toes in. Lean back. Adjust your arms coming into your Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Lengthening from the spine, bend into the front knee, press into the back foot. Breathing in, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Take a deep breath in. Slowly straighten that left knee. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, hop, scotch, walk, run. However you can get that right foot forward. Come into that standing upward salute. Feel free to readjust your arms here with either bent elbows, palms pressed at heart center, hands at the hips. Wherever you are, reach the crown of the head toward the ceiling while pressing your toes into the mat and floor. Breathing in, reaching up and lengthen from the stomach to the fingertips. Exhale, press into the feet and toes. Feel free to put a back bend here. Press your hips and thighs forward, leaning the head, neck, and shoulders back. Inhale. Exhale, relaxing the shoulders back. Inhale, come into your back bend. Exhale, tighten the seat, press it forward, supporting that lower back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lengthening the spine here. Reach the crown of the head toward the ceiling. Exhale, relax your arms beside the body. Feel free to shake out the arms, the hands, the legs. So next we're going to come into our balancing pose here. So definitely feel free to use your wall or column or anything that will assist you with your practice. So feel free to use your left or right hand to press into the wall here if you need assistance with your balance. But if you want to try this balance pose without holding onto the wall, no problem. So we're going to come just into our eagle-eyed legs pose. So pressing first and foremost both feet and legs into the mat and floor. Relaxing the arms beside the body. First, we're going to take this right leg here, and we're going to bend the right knee. Go ahead and cross the right foot over your left ankle. Curl the toes under, press into the foot on the right foot. So that right ball of the foot is pressing into the mat and floor. Feel free to hold here, or if you're interested in taking that right foot and crossing it at the shin, feel free to. If you want to play with your balance a little bit by lifting that right foot right at the shin, feel free to. If you're interested in lifting that foot a little bit higher, you can bend that right knee, cross the ankle over that left thigh, a little bit wobbly here. No matter where you land here, go ahead and bend the left knee. Once you find that part of the leg that you want to cross at, your arms can extend out to the side of the body. Your palms can press at heart center, the hands at the hips. Again, so once you find that comfortable version of your pose, whether you're crossing at the ankle, at the shin and calf, or thigh here, we want to bend that left knee while we're crossing. So even here at the ankles, bend the knee. You're going to feel that seat drop here. You're still going to lift the head, neck, and chest. The same thing with the shin and calf or thigh. And we're just going to hold here for a few breaths. Find something in front of you that isn't moving, that isn't shifting. Breathing in through the nose. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale. Straighten your left knee. Slowly uncross the right foot from the left. Feel free to shake out the feet and the legs. So from here, we're going to switch legs. We're going to switch feet. Taking the left leg here, or the opposite side, whichever leg you haven't done yet. Go ahead and find that crossing that best fits you. So take that left knee, bend the left knee. Cross your left foot over the ankle. Curl the toes under, press within the balls of the feet here. So if this feels comfortable, if this is where you are, hold here. You can take that same left foot and cross it over the shin and calf, wrapping that left foot around the shin and calf, or you can really bend that left knee at a 90-degree angle, cross at the thigh. But don't worry about your wiggling and whatnot. We're going to fix that with the breath. So once we find out where we're crossing the legs at, bend your right knee, drop the seat, lift the heart. Press into the toes and breathe deeply here through the nose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to straighten the right knee. Uncross the left leg from the right. Feel free to shake out the feet and the legs. So from here, we're going to walk ourselves to the top part of the mat. Breathing and lift the arms above the head. Exhale, swan dive, lead with the chest, hinge from the hips. Bend the knees, lower your seat all the way down to the mat and floor. So we're going to come into a restorative pose here. So first and foremost, we're going to go ahead and take your bolster, your pillows, go ahead and roll them underneath your knees here. So we're going to create a really, really comfortable pose here. If you're really interested in kind of giving your legs a rest, giving the leg muscles, reversing your gravity within the legs here, what you can do is go up to a wall. Press your left or right hip into the wall here. Lean over to either your left and right side and press your seat fully into the wall, like you're trying to sit into a wall. Go ahead and rest your back into the mat and floor and roll your legs up the wall here. And you can hold here. Feel free to follow those movements and modifications here. Next, coming into our restorative pose. Now that we've adjusted the knees and the legs to our preference, we're going to take our blanket here. And if you have an extra pillow, awesome. Feel free to use that. If you have a beach towel or blanket, kind of roll it so that it's long and it's cylinder-like. Because we want this to go along the column of the spine. So after you've taken your blanket, and if it's just a regular pillow, no problem. Just take the regular pillow, make sure it's long ways. If it is, just go ahead and press the pillow or your long blanket into the lower back, into the lower seat here. Go ahead and take both of your hands and palms and roll your spine all the way down to your blanket into the pillow. You should feel your shoulders roll away from the body here. To elevate the head, you can use an extra block, a hard bag book, or anything that will just kind of elevate the head a little bit. Again, if you have that extra pillow, feel free to as well. Allow your arms to roll away from the body as well. So your arms can just roll on either side of the shoulders. Your hands can just rest away from the body. You can take your palms and rest them into either your chest or your stomach. So one hand can rest into the chest, one hand can rest into the stomach. Again, this is going to be your final pose. So this is the pose we're going to hold on to. Create whichever one best fits you. If you want to lift your feet a little higher, Feel free to use an extra blanket or bolster to just kind of elevate the knees and the heels here. So again, we just want to really create something really comfortable here. Wherever you are within your final pose, take a really deep breath in through the nostrils. Exhale. Breathing and holding yourself into your final pose. If you feel any tension in the feet, in the legs, release them and let them go. If you feel any tension in the hips, in the stomach, in the rib cage, in the chest, in the fingers, in the center of your palm, in the wrist, release them and let them go. If you feel any tension in your forearms, in your biceps, in the neck, in the chin, in the lips, in the cheeks, in the nose, release them and let them go. If you feel any tension in your eyelids, in your eyebrows, in the forehead, on top of the head, as you slowly roll the eyelids fully closed, above all else, just let go. As you come back to the here and now, allow gentle and soft movement to return to the fingers and toes by wiggling them. Allow the wrists and ankles to rotate in circles. Shaking the head, yes. Rolling the head, no. On your next exhalation, take your time. This is your moment. Slowly bring both of your knees into the stomach and chest, wrapping your arms around the shins or underneath the thighs. Give yourself a big hug. Thank yourself for taking care of yourself. Thank yourself and give yourself gratitude for compassion for self and for others. On your next inhalation, slowly roll yourself to the right side of the mat, allowing yourself to remain in fetal position. As you allow the right arm, blanket, pillow, hardback book, anything to assist you in elevating and cushioning the head. After one or two of your breaths, slowly and gently lift yourself into a comfortable seated position while remaining in meditative state. Wherever you are, slowly roll the arms around the body, connecting the palms at the top of the head. Exhale, press both palms at heart center, Anjali Mudra. Thank you for coming to this afternoon's practice. May you find peace within and without. Namaste. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me for this session. I hope you enjoyed this session as I enjoy meeting you on the mat and just continuing this great self-care and self-love. Feel free to like, comment, and share this video and many others with friends and family. You can always take this with you, so don't feel like this is a one-time deal. Self-care is not a one-time thing, and self-care is not selfish. We always want to remember that and keep that in mind. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. Shout out to everyone, Katie Tucker, and everyone else for joining me this afternoon. Again, I so hope you enjoy your session. And join me again. We're definitely going to take this practice and to another level, or we're going to hold wherever we are with our practice. Thank you so much. See you guys soon. Bye-bye.